the things that we're doing now are going to make such a difference to so many women's lives. And it's really important that we keep on going with it. So, but there's been little things like that. But, I can't say I've had heaps of people come and say, oh, that really helped me. But those couple of people, that means a lot to hear things like that.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of one of those slow burn kind of things. Like it's spreading from where you guys created it out into the world, and while people might not all be coming right up to you and saying, "Hey, yeah, this made such a huge impact," it's still in the back of their head, and the number of plays that go up every day for it is kind of telling. And it tells you just how.
Yeah, I think something else we've been really lucky with is that being a teacher, I've had a lot of support from my principal because he thinks it's just fantastic and it's something that needs to be shown. And domestic violence and power in relationships actually become a part of our curriculum in physical and education, and I think it's really important. And then, so through that, me being a physical education teacher myself, I've spread it around to all my friends I went to uni with who are all teachers, and they've all embedded it in their curriculum for this year. And then I've got one of the big sort of resource groups have put the video out for us. So there's those sorts of things that are really helping us along with getting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's great. Here in the U.S., we have some songs about issues and big controversial topics and things that are important that get released, but they don't get spread around like that. If it's not part of like a huge big media campaign, then it just goes around little word of mouth stuff. But here you guys actually have this song talking about this great subject matter, and it's going to kids in schools, and they're learning, they're listening to it. They might not necessarily have paid attention just to the words that the teachers are going to tell them, but now they have a song to back it up, something to latch their brains onto.
Yeah, I totally agree with that one.
Yeah. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Yeah. Very strange. My Skype just told me that it disconnected, but I'm still here. So I don't know. It's
You're still here. Did you hear anything that Spider said?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, definitely. And I think that is something that we're really lucky with, and I think it also helps being in, that sort of job that you kind of can get that support to get it out there. But it's still, it's still something that I'm going to keep pushing for because,
definitely.
Personally, I think it's something that should be a part of that every kid should see, because you never know, a kid can hold the key to solving a domestic problem at home by just telling someone about it. So having something that sort of triggers that is never going to be something that's going to be detrimental. It's going to be something positive that could hopefully save some people's lives or at least get them out of a terrible situation.
Oh yeah, definitely. It all really starts with the kids at home. It starts with how we raise the next generation. If for example, if you as a person had been abused as a child, then you can either grow up and become the abuser yourself, or you can try to change things further down the line by showing your own children, hey, this isn't how this is done, this is how we need to treat people, and enough of that can go around and really make a difference.
Yeah, I think, and also I think you're teaching the future, like you're teaching the next generation, so, the more that they see things like this and how unacceptable it is, hopefully that when they're adults, they're not going to even think of that sort of way of treating a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think something that's important as well is that, in Australia, it's a very female-dominated problem, and that males abusing females. But I think it's also important that we always remember as well that there's some males that are in very similar situations, and I think often that's glossed over because of the way that it all sort of gets out into the ether. And I think it's something to be that's important to consider, that there's plenty of males in exactly the same situation.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier before you come on board that I was talking on Facebook where they did a statistic on men and women being abused. You know, these guys are outside out in public. A guy was, acting to abuse this woman, and everyone get on there and help the women. And then later on, they turn it around where she was actually abusing the guy, and no one stepped up.
Yeah.
And it just to me, and I know most people think, oh, the guy deserved it. No, again, no one deserves to be that way. Step up.
Yeah, it's just funny how these problems, people will tackle a problem from one side because the statistics will lean in one direction, and that's true. I mean, you never want to just ignore what the statistics are telling you, but at the same time, you kind of do ignore it from the other side and pretend that, oh, well, maybe they brought that on themselves because they've been doing that for so long already. It's time they got their own medicine, and it's not really like that.
No, it's not.
No. And I think also that society as a whole has a real sort of old-fashioned image of a male, in that, we're the breadwinner, we're the tough one, and, if a woman's doing that, well, then you're just weak. But, I mean, I don't think that's the case. I think that violence isn't acceptable whether it's towards a woman or towards a male. It's not acceptable towards anyone. And I think that's what people really need to keep in the back of their head when they talk about this issue. And I think it's important that we make sure that we are constantly not sort of tunnel vision into a way of just that it's females, because the statistics do show as well that a lot of the deaths have been females in Australia, which is awful, but I don't think there is as big a platform in Australia to talk about men in those situations, so I don't know that you ever really see those statistics properly, which is quite disappointing.
I've been trying to search for the whole show online to try to find matching statistics for men versus women, and I can't for the life of me find hardly anything.
Yeah, and I was searching for, powerful couples that didn't abuse each other, and there isn't anything out there.
Yeah, it's I was reading one of the articles that you put up with the 10 power couples in music.
Yeah.
And I was looking through, and you look at people in that list and you think, I didn't even know they were a partner, first of all. Second of all, you're kind of like, oh, wow, well, at least some people get it right, but unfortunately a lot don't.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It kind of gets back to one of the since we were talking about how it seems unbalanced as far as we know about the statistics for men versus women in these kind of situations. It almost gets back to the old gender roles too. Even men in these situations might think, well, I can't tell anybody about this because I'm supposed to be the strong, tough man. And that goes back to, again, how they were raised. And they were raised to be, boys don't cry, you stand up for yourself, and you stay quiet about this kind of stuff. And we really need to reverse that attitude and encourage both sides, encourage everybody just to let your feelings out, tell people how you feel.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a small little break, and I'll be right back. And when we do get back, we're playing Winter's Inn, the song called Walls. Don't go away. Be right back.
Woohoo! Let's Talk About the Music is starting.
What is Let's Talk About the Music, and why are you so excited about it?
It's a podcast with controversial talk and a global mix of music.
Oh, cool. How and where can I listen?
Just go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com and click follow to be sure to get all the info about the bands that are playing and see their music videos. Then click on Spreaker or iTunes to listen live and even chat with other listeners and the host herself.
What day and time is Let's Talk About the Music on?
Every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time.
I think I'll tune in. Thanks for the info.
Here's what happened on episode 16 on Let's Talk About the Music.
Yes,
Ty?
I'm here.
Okay, good. And then I have my boss, leader of SGL, Floyd McFeely.
I am here.
All right. And we have Gil, the drummer.
Yes, indeed.
You got your name right, Gil. Yay!
I got the right name.
Hey, I'm not Glenn.
You're not Glenn anymore. Yes. And then I have
Glenn's
Squirrel.
no longer with us.
Yes, he got fired. I got Squirrel.
The tree ninja.
All right. And now we have Bob and Shorty.
Yo, how's it going? Hi.
All right. Now the gang's all here. Okay, there's a question in the chat room from Frank. Have you guys ever played shows with national acts?
Yeah, like Coolio and Afro Man and stuff like that.
Anybody else besides that?
Yeah, man. Fishbone. Not for Fishbone. Fishbone, yeah. We haven't, generally speaking, a lot of national acts avoid us because of the size and magnitude of the stage show and the logistics of doing it. But for Hemp Fest, because we'll blow them off the stage, pretty much. For like Vegas or any festival, I mean, at Sasquatch there was Queens of the Stone Age. There was, who else was on that bill, Gil? There's tons of the N-word, but Warp.
Queens of the Stone Age. I remember at Warp Tour, I was really excited to play on the tour with Helmet, so that was a highlight for me.
Yeah, but generally when bands come to town, they don't look at us as a main support. They don't really look at us as a band per se, because we generally don't scale down.
No, we don't. We kind of like action pack.
Yeah, exactly.
Join us next time on Let's Talk About the Music, or go to our website, letstalkaboutthemusic.com. The volunteers at Let's Talk About the Music is honoring the creativity of Star Wars on May 4th. Hear in their own way how they enjoy Star Wars. First up, Ty, the voice guy.
I have many fond memories of Star Wars when it came to theaters in the summer of 1977. The opening, the music, the characters, and of course, the new special effects. But my fondest memories was sneaking in to see it 13 times. May the 4th be with you.
Join us with trivia, prizes, and your own thoughts about the movie, the music, and the creativity behind Star Wars, starting on 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Let's Talk About the Music.
May the Force be with you.
The focus of the sun's